It's difficult seeing a son that's healthy and vibrant one moment, and then, within a second later, his life has changed forever.
2 days after Christmas, Robbie Greiner was in a car crash that now has left him paralyzed.
Yeah, and if his name sounds familiar to you, it's because he and his family are the owners of the Rusty Dog food trucks in the Treasure Valley. And today I spoke with Robbie's dad, Rob, by phone about how his son is doing and the long road to recovery ahead of him.
We're a close-knit family, so my wife and I are here and be here as long as we can.
That's Rob Greiner talking to KTVB by phone from a spinal cord rehab center in Utah, where his son Robbie is expected to be for the next 8 weeks.
You think it's never going to happen to you.
2 days after Christmas, the 32-year-old was on his way to visit his son in Nampa when just outside of Buell, his dad says his car slid on black ice down a ravine and rolled, breaking his neck.
By miracle, there were 2 nurses that were right behind him that were able to pull over and run to his accident site, and they both knew how to stabilize his neck, and really they kept him alive for 20 minutes until the paramedics came.
Rob says his dog Abby died laying by his side, waiting for paramedics. Robbie was taken to St. Luke's, then transferred to the trauma center at St. Alphonsus.
The first day he was there, on the day of the accident, they did a surgery to align his neck in the front of his throat. And then the second day they did a surgery in the back of his neck to put some pins and plates in there to hold it stable.
He was in the ICU for 11 days before moving to the Spinal Cord Rehabilitation Center in Utah.
And so their goal here at this center is to help him along, but more importantly, teach him how to live with the broken neck and the consequences of that, and how my wife and I as caregivers can learn how to take care of him. Currently, he is on a ventilator. They have been working feverishly to get him off that, and that'll be a just tremendous miracle if he can breathe on his own. And then he's currently paralyzed from the neck down, and with these kind of neck breaks, whether that's forever or whether the next couple weeks to month he starts getting some feeling back, or the next year or two.
He adds Robbie's spinal cord isn't severed but badly bruised, so they're optimistic that he will get back some function.
We're grateful that he is alive, because easily there are several instances during this whole process he could have passed away. It's sad because Robbie is very hands-on. He's been a mechanic for the last 5 years. We have a couple of food trucks we own as a family, and he runs one of those. So he's very personable. He loves talking to people. He likes dealing with hands, and he learns that way. And so it's really hard as a father to see your son just laying there, and the only thing that he can do is move his neck.
And Rob tells me Robbie is able to speak a little bit, but it's very difficult for him. He says at first he was taking what happened, understandably very difficult as well, but he's stubborn and has a fighting spirit, and now he's positive and hopeful for a good future. Robbie's siblings also started a GoFundMe for Robbie, and the family says they are thankful to the community and to those who have reached out. And we'll have a link to that GoFundMe in this story at ktvb.com.